Right, so here we are at T&N TV with Linus Udofia in the gym, in the flesh. How are you, Linus?
I'm real good, man. How are you?
Yeah, we're excellent, thank you very much. You've invited us in Club KO Buckhurst Hill. We've just seen you go through quite a grueling training session. You've got a fight coming up.
Yep.
Tell us about it.
Yeah, really good. O2 all my box undercard for super welterweights. Just on the undercard, I think I'm doing a 4 or a 6 rounder. And yeah, on a Friday night, September the 20th, I can't say any more really. Opponent wise, I think we've got someone undefeated. I'm not sure exactly who, it doesn't really matter. But it's warming up for the English title fight, but doesn't mean I'm looking past it at all.
And this is O2 Indigo, very nice little venue, and Ultimate Fighter, the knockout sort of tournament. You own the undercard, and actually one of your friends is in the tournament also, a stablemate of yours, Sean Robinson.
Yeah, it's Sean Robinson, super welterweight Southern Era champion.
Yes, and Sean has got his draw done today, so he'll be facing the gentleman in the yellow trunks. And yep, yeah. That's the gentleman. And how do you rate sort of Sean's chances in that tournament?
I think we've been working on a lot of things since he got told that. Well, since he got on it, we've been working on a lot of things, and he's a 10-12 round fighter, and we've been making a lot of adjustments to make him a little bit more quicker, a little bit more burst kind of fighting, and not warming into the fight. He needs to be on the ball from literally round 1. So we've only got 3.
Yeah, it's like 3-minute rounds, right?
So you've only got 3 rounds, so you can't really sleep on anyone there really. So I think his chances are really good as long as he listens to Terry and does what the game plan is.
Yes, and of course you're coached by the legendary Terry Stewart, and you yourself, like how many rounds is your upcoming fight now?
I think, I don't know, 4 or 6, I'm still waiting on that. I've just been told that we're actually on the undercard, everything's been announced, but I don't actually know what the roundage is.
So you're just going to sort of find out, but I think the longest you've gone now, was it 10 rounds? Correct me if I'm wrong? In terms of actually the fight that was scheduled
10, yeah.
to 10, yeah, I think it was a 10 rounder. So it should be, you're used to that kind of distance now. So
I'm made, the way I fight is more for short, long distance anyway. So the longer the fight is, the better it suits me really.
Yes, of course, and you must have hopefully seen the weekend's fight with Mr. Campbell taking on Lomachenko, gentleman with your namesake, your Linuschenko, his Lomachenko. What did you think of that performance?
It was really good, really good. Personally, on the plus side, I really, not like I didn't respect Luke Campbell, I got a lot more respect for him after that fight. And flip side as well, Lomachenko needs to stop moving up weight. If he does it again, I think this is as high.
I think that's the limit that he should go. He shouldn't go any higher.
He's going to start seeing some L's.
And people said, weight classes are there for a reason, etc. So I suppose there's only so far you can sort of, challenge yourself and challenge the boxing gods.
Yeah, and I understand why he is moving up. If there isn't much competition in the sense of anyone wanting to fight you, not like there are any bodies there. The bodies are there, but if the people don't want to fight you, then what are you going to do? But I do think if he keeps moving up, he's just going to get to a point where someone will just flatten him out because they're too big.
And they're basically saying that it's possible he'll take on Gervonta Tank Davis, and that's a possible sort of mega fight. And do you think that's a fight that he should take, or Tank should take?
I think it's a fight Lomachenko should take, because, I say what you got to lose, but Tank's a really good fighter. At the same time, it's a fight that's got to happen. They're around the same weight. It's a fight that's got to happen. So I think they should both take it for their own sake.
So it's sort of like a fighter in his prime takes on a young, hungry lion type of thing.
Well, I think Davis is bridging his prime. No one's been able to really touch him, have they? No one's really been able to do anything to him.
No, I think he's stopped pretty much almost everyone, hasn't he?
Exactly. So I think he should. He's definitely well within his prime. I think. How old is he? Like 22, 23?
He's very young. Yes, I'd say in his early 20s.
I think he's around there. I think he's going to stay at that level, at that high level for a while. So even if he did fight Lomachenko and lose, it doesn't matter.
So it's almost like a Canelo losing to Mayweather type situation. He can only learn from it and move on, right?
Saying Lomachenko, if you lose to Tank, then people are like, well, Tank was a tank. So
yes,
you know what I mean? So it's not a lose-lose for any of them, to be honest. If Lomachenko loses, he can rebuild, and if Davis loses, he can rebuild.
So it's almost like a loss is definitely not, the end all and the be all of things when it comes to boxing. I think people fell too much in love with the whole idea of being undefeated. Yeah, the Mayweather syndrome. Yes.
Yeah. Is Tank still with Mayweather?
Yes, as far as I'm aware. Yes.
See, I don't think Mayweather and Top Rank are going to work together. So I don't think that fight will be made.
You think not?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, so sometimes promoters don't always work sort of together, etc. So it can be a tricky thing to get a match.
And I don't think that as mega fight as a mega fight that is for the boxing purist, I don't think it's a commercially just hear me out. I don't think it's a commercially massive fight. I don't think it's going to do pay-per-view numbers.
Right.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I understand. So it's difficult to sort of get that mega fight.
I don't think he'll do the same pay-per-view numbers. Obviously, no one, Conor McGregor and Mayweather made massive pay-per-view numbers, but I'm gonna write Mayweather Pacquiao, things like Davis Lomachenko. That's an unreal fight for boxing purists and people that actually.
But you're saying that the casuals might not be as invested in something like that.
Yeah, they might be okay, this guy knocks. You know what I mean? They might not see it. A lot of people didn't really rate the Rigondeaux and.
Yes, of course, the Lomachenko fight.
They didn't sell anything because, again, boxing purists, I couldn't wait for that fight. I was like, what?
Yeah, and the people knew how good Rigondeaux is, but he wasn't a marquee name.
He didn't show up on the night, but I thought that's an unreal fight.
He ended up being a bit too small for Lomachenko, right? Himself,
fights like that won't make numbers. Tank and Lomachenko aren't really going to do numbers. I don't think.
So boxing is, I suppose, all about.
Froch free make stupid
huge money. There's still bad blood between those two, right? So sometimes
make stupid money, but
some rivalries last and last and last. I'm sure probably James Toney wants a piece of Roy Jones still to this day.
James Toney, Eubank Jr.
Ooh, that'd be a
scary. Ben Eubank Jr. People will pay for that. People will pay stupid money for that.
That's absolutely true, yes. But Conor's much smaller than Chris Eubank Jr., isn't he? It's a completely different sort of weight class. And now for yourself, you're promoted by Goodwin. Steve Goodwin is your manager, I do believe, right?
Yeah.
And also Haymaker Promotions. And in terms of the sort of the push for the English belt, is that something that's still on this year or potentially beginning of next year at the Luton's ground? I heard some rumours.
Right now, we're just going through purse bids, so we're waiting for purse bid to either be accepted or the belt to be vacated, and we should know where we're going with the English title. I can confidently say I should be fighting for an English title this year, and we're just waiting. We'll find out when that will be after this fight.
So is there anyone sort of you would actually fancy and think this is actually, not maybe a dream fight, but a really good match for you in terms of where you are in your career, or someone that you could think, okay, this is a good opponent, or you literally just don't mind as long as it's
I don't chase fighters. I chase titles. So whoever's got it at the time whoever's matched up with it.
Whoever's in the way, basically.
I'll fight for. So I'm not bothered about who's got it. I'm bothered about
proper old school mentality. If you've got something you want.
There's no point though, is there? Because I tried to focus on Tony Jones for about 8 months of my life, and
this is I remember.
Twice, so there's no point.
Yes.
Chasing fighters.
I remember the memes; they were hilarious. When he ran off and all that. The social media stuff was really good. Actually, it was entertaining for the fans for sure.
Yeah, I had to come out of myself a little bit because there's only so much I was being myself, being just nice and being humble, which I am. But it gets to a point where you're like, you know what? This guy he's lying. He's taking the piss out of me a little bit, and I'm not gonna just have it. So I'm gonna make a fool out of him online as well. It's what it is.
Yeah, because sometimes there is trash talking, but at the same time, sometimes there's respect. Same as with Ruiz, he was very polite, very friendly to AJ, but you knew he was sort of he came to fight, and I'm sure AJ's definitely going to sort of change his mentality when it comes to the rematch. I'm sure he won't see Ruiz as a lovely, friendly, polite guy anymore. Sort of just happy to be there type of thing.
That's mad though, how everything's
how things have how it sort of worked out in terms of a lot of people were very skeptical at first when that fight was made because they were thinking that Big Baby Miller was the initial opponent.
I obviously was, and then obviously first drug test. But I thought when they put Ruiz in, I thought that's a harder opponent than Miller was. I saw that and I went, I know who Ruiz is. Why would you do that? That's a much harder opponent. Doesn't make any sense. And you obviously a lot of people have said a lot of things. A lot of people have said X, Y, Z, and this was why he worked like this. He had a panic attack. He fucking was in 2 comas before the fight.
There's like loads of conspiracy theories,
said a
right?
lot of things. Whatever, it don't matter. Bottom line is, I see AJ looked at it and went, well, what's the bigger picture? What's the bigger picture? After this, what's the bigger picture? What's the bigger picture? Do you know what I mean? He said it himself.
He was thinking of bigger fights with Wilder, Fury, potentially.
He was just like, sharp, formality, do my thing, get out of here. And I'm not being disrespectful, that's from what I saw as a fighter. You know what I mean? Things like just getting in the ring nonchalantly, chilling out, doing his own thing, letting Ruiz hold the belts. There's something about something to be said about publicity, but maybe that was being too friendly or too nice. I think even Campbell, when Campbell had the belt and Lomachenko grabbed it, I thought that's fun and games. Like grab the belt, but then it gets to a point where you're like, get off. Personally, it's easy to say what you would have done because you weren't there, and it's easy to say that. But personally, I like to think if I'm stood there and I've got my belt in my hand and my opponent grabs it, even for a joke, it's cool for like 2 or 3 seconds, but then I'm like, get off. Like, no, you're not. I'm not letting you do that. That's like you get a massive. Personally, to me, you get a massive psychological advantage from me just letting that happen.
Yeah.
Same thing. Like, I'm sorry if I'm stood there and I'm going after this guy and I've got a chance to become the first Nigerian heavyweight ever. Even though I know there was some, but the point of Ruiz being the first Mexican heavyweight.
That was huge.
I've got a chance to do that, and you let me hold what my prize is.
If I kind win, of helps them visualize what the goal is, right?
Come on, you have no idea how much confidence you're putting in them, like.
Yeah, so
you know what I mean? Like,
you actually are helping out your opponent psychologically.
That's how I see it. But everyone's different. Everyone looks at things differently. I think he took his half the ball and paid the ultimate price. The rematch, personally, I think the same thing happens again. I just think.
So repeat rather than revenge.
It will take longer though. He won't get put on his ass early. I think he'll get it like 6th to 8th round, and he won't get stopped. I think he'll just lose. Like, he'll get hurt a few times, but not to the head. I think he'll just gas to the body. He'll get hit to the body a lot.
So do you think it just carries too much muscle in terms of?
No, I don't know. I think there's something wrong with this. It just seems to fade and then take a few rounds to get back and get that second wind.
Right.
I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's strength and conditioning. I don't know what it is. But plus he is quite relatively weak to the body. When he takes a few to the body, he does slow down.
I mean, some people are fantastic at surviving, right? Like Kovalev displayed incredible survival skills in that 8th round, and yet with AJ, when he seems to get hurt, even when Dillian White hurt him, he seems to take a bit longer to recover.
He takes half the fight.
To actually recover from it, which is obviously not ideal when you're sort of facing big punches in the heavyweight division.
And it's like difficult because everyone says he got lucky. Ruiz got lucky. I understand if you get lucky with, one punch.
But
he hit him a few times, like, and it's like, the first punch he hit him was scrambled him, and you're like, yeah, but what about the next 6?
Yeah, it's a very good counter punch, and the punches in bunches, right? Combination punches.
Yeah, because after he got dropped with the left hook, or he got hit with the left hook, started off, he got hit with a few combinations, he got put down, got up again, and then he got hit right over the top.
So do you think AJ's tactic should now be just to go in and sort of let it all hang out and try to get him out there in the first couple of rounds?
No, I think he should stay smart, keep him out of the way, play safe, because when he got caught was when he was trying to trade.
Right.
He was trying to trade with someone shorter than him. And that's always the difference. And if you see Ruiz, that's how he fights. Your bread and butter isn't trading, your bread and butter is boxing. And Joshua is a better boxer than Ruiz. He is a better boxer than Ruiz. Fighter, nah. He hasn't got it in him. Ruiz can do that over and over and over again. Joshua can do it over and over.
In sort of in patches or in space.
Yeah. But again, it's all game plans. I'm sure they've got something. And Joshua wins again. Bonus. That's wicked.
Because he can obviously then set up some awesome domestic fights with Dillian White or Tyson.
That'll be good. He's done it all then. You know what I mean? He's won the Olympics. He's won.
Same as what Lennox did, right?
Yeah,
he got it back.
And he's got him back. You know what I mean? He's done it all.
I'm sure Klitschko's done that before as well, right? Like he's sort of got it back. So
yeah, if he loses, I'm not going to say he's done because I don't. You know what I mean? He's 28.
Yeah, he's still young for heavyweight. That's like super young, right?
Yeah, that's well young. You're not going to be done because you've been beaten twice. Okay, you can just rebuild in a different way. He's not done. Do you know what I mean? Like, but if Andy Joshua's done, what's flipping? Yeah, Klitschko. he lost 7 times, didn't he?
Quite a few times,
Yeah, he lost like
multiple times, and he came back and got improved and changed, made some changes,
yeah,
right? So
you know what I mean? He's not done. He's very young.
Yeah, by heavyweight to 28
is
is
so much to improve, and you can see it. You know, yes. I think the worst is always there. Win, lose or draw.
And for yourself, like how many years do you think until you hit your sort of physical prime?
I think I'll probably hit mine around 29, 30.
Okay.
So the next 3 or 4 years maybe.
So you got a bit of time still left, a bit of room for
yeah,
maneuver.
but you're seeing it now. You're seeing it a lot. Like a lot of champions are reaching at their peak. Seen visibly at their peak around 30, 29, 30.
Yeah, because the dieting is better and the training methods are better. All that kind of stuff is improved, right?
Yeah,
like
I used to think it was about 25, but it seems to be later. Right. It seems to be they're getting that maturity.
Yes, and they have exceptions like Pacquiao still fighting on in their 40s, which is quite special, right? Like
apart from the drugs, yeah.
Well, I mean, we don't know, but I mean there are others like Bernard Hopkins fought on until he was 50, which was just absolutely like ridiculous. A 51-year-old in the ring.
Who was it? George Foreman did that, didn't he?
Yeah, 40s, like late 40s, I'd say, which was, it's just unbelievable. But he was
crazy,
a special human being, right?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Gifted with incredible strength and stamina. But anyways, Linus Udofia, thank you so much for this interview. We'll look forward to seeing you on the undercard of The Ultimate Boxer, coming to us on the 20th of September at the O2 Indigo. We wish you luck, but we're sure you won't need it. Thanks a lot for the interview, champ.
Thank you.